Hello, Mrinmay. Congratulations for getting into the strategy consultant role at I-PAC.
Thank you, sir.
For our audience, can you give a brief introduction about you, share a bit about your educational background and your journey so far?
Yeah, sure. Myself, Mrinmay Kalita from Assam. I've done my graduation from Dibrugarh University in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Prior to that, I started preparing for UPSC Civil Services Examination. I gave 4 attempts from 2021 to 2024. In the meantime, I also appeared for state public services also. And then right after that, in 2024, I decided that so because of a long journey at the time I had given to UPSC, I wanted to explore new pathways. So I chose political consulting, and uh, that's it, sir.
All
Mm.
right, it's interesting. And since you are already working in political consulting for maybe a week or so, can
Mm.
you throw some light on how does a usual day in the life of a political consultant look like?
So I think the day starts. I'm going to start working on the field in this week. So the first of the things that I can say, as I have known from persons who are already in the field and their experiences they have shared. So it is always you have to be on your toes. You have to be very much active, proactive. Like you have to be politically sharp and operationally efficient. And the second thing is, when you start your day, you have to be sure about it that you have some objectives. You are here to win an election, and as a strategy consultant, your utmost priority should be that you have a great intent and you are making your client win the election. That's it.
Does this role also provide you an opportunity to travel, or is it more of a field desk type of role most of the time?
Uh, Yeah. So most of the time it's traveling and meeting all the political stakeholders, not only political stakeholders, the apolitical stakeholders also. You have to conduct surveys. So the strategy consultants in the field have to not only meet the councillors, ward members, MLAs, everything, but they have to also make sure that the campaign that is running statewide, they have to make sure that it is efficiently running at ward level, panchayat level, everywhere. So it's a multi-dimensional work, as to say, as a strategy consultant, not a unidirectional thing.
All right, interesting. And what is that one thing which you found most interesting about political consulting?
I think political consulting allows us to be like very much proactive to it, because we can bring changes during the election and post-election also. Like if they are happy with our consulting methods, then we are also, the client also approaches for policy, governance, and everything stuff.
Let's go a little bit back and talk about your transition journey. You graduated in 2021. Then for around
20,
three
sir.
years you prepared for
Yeah. Yes, sir.
2020.
2020.
Then for some time you prepared for this examination. And then what was that exact time, that moment when you started taking Plan B more seriously?
I think it would be in 2024, sir. So I missed the prelims cutoff by few marks. So the last 2 attempts, 2023 and 2024, I think I'd consider them, those 2 attempts, my best attempts. So after that, I realized that I was reaching a saturation level. So continuing the preparation, I think I felt like I was getting stuck at a I was getting stuck. So I decided that I need to use my experience and the knowledge that I have gained while preparing to some relevant fields. So I decided that political consulting would be a good career choice for me. So this is how I decided. So,
Okay, all right. That sounds interesting. And most of the candidates have similar perception that whatever they have read during civil services preparation, they can leverage that. They do not have to start from the scratch. And at the same
scratch,
time,
yes.
they can do similar type of work similar type of things can create impact. But now you mentioned that in 2024 you gave the prelims when that did not work out in your favor. Then you started thinking about the plan B. Now currently we are sitting in 2025 and almost the end of it. Now what were those series of things which you did? You joined our cohort in the October only, right?
October.
So and within just a couple of months you got this job. But before that,
Yes.
what were those things which you did and how you zeroed down
Uh,
to rebounds after that?
okay. Okay, sir. So I heard about Rebounce last year, the last year itself, but the I was not sure about it, whether to look for plan B in a more aggressive manner. Actually my family also wanted that I should give one extra attempt in state PSC also. So I was again preparing for the state PSC prelims, and after that, after the prelims got over, I was like sure that no, I'm not going to sit for this, like continue my preparation for this long. So then I started the look is decided that I should join Rebounce. I was attending the master classes that you took after during the July cohort, the resume building and the LinkedIn profile optimization. So I attended your master classes. Then later I had two choices, whether I should go for any master's degree, whether to prepare for any MBA exams or anything, or upskill myself. So I decided that I will, by August, that I would join in upskilling program rather than looking for any master's program. So this is how the year went too fast, because because I started preparing for state PSA again. So by May, I think June, I was sure that I'm not going to. I will join Rebounce and I'll start my upskilling program.
So let's double click on this. What were your reasons to first figure out now you will not appear in the state civil services examination again and maybe join the bounce?
Personally, if I say, because of low self-esteem, I was going through some I was trying to figure out that what kya hoga, kya nahi hoga. Then I decided that yeah, I should choose Rebounce, and I'll just use whatever skills I have. I'll join Rebounce and I'll upskill myself and start looking for jobs aggressively.
All right, understood. Yes, that makes sense. And another part is you, as you mentioned, you had two choices here also. One, let's say to go for the masters, another to join the bounce and upskill yourself. So what was your thought process? Why you decided to go for the upskilling instead of going for the traditional conventional masters thing?
I think the first thing that comes up to my mind is that age factor, because the I had started the preparing right after my college, so I was not looking anything. I was solely preparing for UPSC. Then I was getting anxious, to be honest, like what should I do, what should I not, whether to put 2 years down the line in a master's program, and how do I define my gap years, who is going, because I will be asked about my gap years, what were you doing, and will they accept my UPSC preparation, that I gave a diligent preparation to UPSC. So I was skeptical about it. So these were some of the factors that I chose to upskill myself at Rebounds.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. We completely understand that. And now, when you talk about joining the bounce in October, and currently we are sitting in the end of December, where you got a job before a month, so within 2 months you got this job. Can you walk through these 2 months? How was your journey? How it started? What were those challenges you came across? So, how was the journey in the last 2 months of transition after joining the bounce?
So I would say it was really fast, like a 360-degree revolution, I think so. Because after joining Rebounds, the first session that you and Akshat sir also took, that the first thing you told them not to wait for the perfect time, but to look for opportunities from the first day one itself. So I was that thing hit my mind, and I was also proactively looking for opportunities as I was attending yours and Akshat sir's master classes. So on 11th we started the current rebounds cohort. So by 24 I gave the first my interview, because I remember that prior to date, that before I called you at 11:30 and we had a brief chat about what should I say. I was like I was very stressed about it. How should I prepare for the interview? And you were very patient and you listened to and you gave me that boost of confidence, I think so. So I think that
Mm.
was like your positive reinforcement was like I would say elixir to this journey, sir.
All right. We are glad to support you in this journey, Mrinmay.
Yes, sir.
And now, can you also walk through the overall selection process for strategy
Yes, sir.
consultant at I-PAC? How you first got to know about it? What were those places from where you were searching for the job?
First hand, I got to know I-PAC is already a brand and everyone knows about it. But the first thing, your orientation session, when you took the first master class, you told about I-PAC. And you also told that they are currently working at the upcoming West Bengal elections. So they are currently hiring. So first thing I did was optimized my LinkedIn profile, and I started building connections. So I reached out to one of my connections at I-PAC. So I told him about asked him about any current opportunities that are available at I-PAC. So he was very kind enough to inform me that there is an opening. They are hiring for the West Bengal team. So I promptly applied for that role. And after a week, I got from a call from I-PAC. So they scheduled an interview 2 days later. The first, if I come to the interview process, I had 2 rounds of interview. In the round one, I was told to solve a guess estimate, and I think, sir, that brief call with you the night before, and I was mentally prepared for the guess estimate. Then I had a case study also to solve right in the first round of interview. So after that, on the very next day, the day after, I think uh, after next day, I had my second round of interview. So I was in the second round of interview, they checked my political acumen, like whether I am aware about the ongoing political scenario of West Bengal, also about Northeast and my home state. So these were the 2 rounds of interviews that I had appeared in the while sitting for this role. So
Okay. All right. Interesting. And can you tell me the three things which helped you in getting your resume shortlisted, and maybe how Rebounce also supported you in this?
mm, so 3 things. First thing that comes into my mind is yours and Akshat sir's master classes. The resume buildings masterclass that I attended, and how to be ATS compliant, and I think how to leverage your experience as the experiences I had as a student at Dibrugarh University, later my UPSC experience also. Then second would be, I think so, again, I would say due credit to Rebounce because of the master classes, because the words like some keywords that political consultants use it to be like voter segmentation, tacit campaigning, like that, etc. So to use that words in the interview. And thirdly would be the confidence building, that one-on-one sessions with you and Akshat sir. So all the 3 things that helped me to get shortlisted is, I would say, the credit goes to Rebounce team.
All right. So the credit goes to you. We are just a small aid, a small support in your journey, Mrinmay. Uh,
Yeah.
we talk about the time when you joined Rebounce. What was the gap between your profile and the market demands due to which you decided to join Rebounce?
So I think it would be how to use my knowledge and experience while preparing for UPSC, because if you do not clear the exam, you are even if you know all about you are aware about everything, you know many subjects, you have the basic knowledge, but you are not going to get hired so easily. Because I was, before joining Rebounce, I was promptly applying for any other companies. I was reaching out to my friends also, and when I submitted my resume, I was usually getting rejected. So what Rebounce has helped me is to structure. It gave me a structure. How should I prepare my resume? The way my thinking changed. Like I was thinking that UPSC preparation has become a burden to me, which was not earlier when I started preparing. Like I have this knowledge, but I can't use it. So Rebounce bridges this gap for aspirants like us. Like the knowledge, you have it, and there are people who are looking for aspirants like us, and Rebounce is just a bridge, sir.
Hmm. Right, undoubtedly. You, as part of your UPSC preparation, develop a lot of theoretical knowledge that
Yes, sir.
combined with some market relevant skills, and
Yes,
then
sir.
linking you with the right organization can help you get into best of the best schools. There is no
Yes, sir.
doubt.
Definitely, sir.
Right. That's interesting. And now, how's your UPSC journey usually seen by these recruiters? When you were interviewed by I-PAC, did they ask some questions from UPSC regarding UPSC and how to see?
So I'd love to answer this question. I think consulting firms like like I-PAC do not look for whether you have gap years or anything. They are not concerned about it. They are more interested whether, as I have said earlier, that they are more interested in the EQ, not the IQ. So they are looking for the candidates who have the intent, and they are like who are highly motivated to for this job. Because the political consulting sounds so fancy, but it is a demanding job, and you have to be on your toes. Every day is you are on a war footing. You have to be very much politically sharp and operationally efficient. So I think that firms like I-PAC do not uh, in my case, if I say, they have not considered my gap years, but they asked about me, what were you doing in the past 4 years? I promptly said that I was preparing for UPSC, and then they jumped to the political acumen. How is my political acumen? They were just checking about it.
And now, Mrinmay, there is always a discussion around, you know, firms preferring candidates coming from tier one colleges. Some even saying some candidates believe that candidates from tier two colleges cannot get into these top political consulting firms. You are from a tier two college. You got
Yes, sir.
into one of the biggest political consulting firms in India. So,
Yes, sir.
what is your take on this? What is your perception?
I think it's a myth, sir. In reality, your college is just a gateway to reaching to the interview stage, or like if they look, I think yours, whether you are from tier one or tier two college, you can just leverage it by their brand name. Rest is up to you, sir. How you are working there, how motivated are you for this job? Are you considering in working at I-PAC or any other political firm just a job, or like you are here to learn? So this is the biggest factor, sir.
Experience.
Yes, sir.
Uh, is a work experience usually mandatory for getting into these roles, or based on your experience, they have hired so many candidates past few months? So what is your experience? Do they hire freshers also? They are open to hire those candidates. What is the stand?
Yes, sir. They are open to hiring freshers, because in my case, I'm if I say I am totally a fresher. So I was, I think they were considering fresher applicants also, but some of our colleagues have a prior experience also. But that doesn't matter, because after you start working on in your team, your experience would help in, I think, better decision making. Who has that experience of of remaining at pressure-like situations. But I think that freshers are also too capable to take such decisions and work efficiently like experienced individuals.
When you transitioned for these 2 months, how easy or difficult they were? What were the major challenges you came across in those 2 months? Did you feel like maybe at some point of time, यार ये तो कहीं नहीं job वॉब लग रही है, let me go back, start preparing for the same examination? What was the thought?
Uh, in my case, I think I appeared. It was my the interview at I-PAC was my first ever interview, and I think I was lucky enough to clear it at the very the first round. But yeah, this is my specific in terms of, I think individual it depends. So for aspirants like us, if I would like to say, rejection should not lower down your morale.
Initially, when you joined Rebounce, at that time, did you had this dilemma, Mrinmay, कि, whether the organization is credible or not, whether I will get a good job via them or not? So, what were those dilemmas you initially came across and how you tackled them?
Uh, 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 yes, sir. To be honest, sir, I had some dilemmas because again, I felt like whether to not take a risk, whether to join in a field that no one knows about. If I say political consulting is very relatively a new field and it has emerged over the years as a very attractive career prospects. But so sorry, so I was skeptical about the skeptical that whether I was capable enough or whether I will be able to, if I appear for an interview, whether I have the abilities and the skills, uh, how the interview process is going to be. So that's it.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. So, did you had some dilemma about whether the organization Rebounce is credible or not, whether they are a
नो
scam or
सर,
not? What was it?
नो नो नो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था सर. द Because I was actively following your YouTube channel, and the like I could correlate with some of the fellow aspirants who have earlier got placed from Rebounds. So I was relating to their journey, so some of them. So and the first two master classes that I had with you and Akshat sir, when our cohort started, so I was confident enough that I'm going to get some relevant upskilling, and I think I'd be job ready after the cohort ends.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. All right, all right. Interesting. And if you have to just restart this whole transition journey again, what is that one thing which you will certainly repeat?
I think I would have joined Rebounce earlier, sir. And I would like to join again Rebounds and again relearn everything so that I can sharpen my skills that I have learned with you over the past 2 months.
All right. And maybe if I ask a more difficult question,
Yes,
that
sir.
what is that one thing which you would advise others not to repeat?
I think, sir, not to panic, sir, because to be patient with the process. I think because aspirants like us who are preparing for UPSC, already we are tested with our patience level by through this exam, and not to and basically we are most of them who have, not most of them, but some of us who have failed to qualify this exam, we always are going through condition of uncertainty, क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, like not to panic actually, sir, because
Hmm. That's a very important point. If, let's say, an ex-UPSC aspirant is watching this video and they are a bit anxious, confused about what next, they are in similar shoes, given a couple, two, three attempts in this exam, what advice would you like to give to them regarding planning?
first thing is that whether know your why, I'd say, whether they are planning for a plan B, I think कि क्या करना है आगे, that should be the first question. They have to be, I won't say everyone has that clarity, but मैं यही कहना चाहूंगा कि हर एक एस्पायरेंट को जो मेरे लाइक हु हैज gone through a similar journey through like me, that if you are looking for any plan B, then be certain about it. And like कैसे हम लोग ने यूपीएससी प्रिपेयर करना स्टार्ट किया कि हाँ एक ही अटेम्प्ट में निकाल लेंगे, उसी एनर्जी उसी कॉन्फिडेंस से ही लग जाओ प्लान बी में. यस सर.
Right. That's a very important point. And I
यस
feel
सर.
that is one of the biggest thing which candidates usually miss out. Their energy and enthusiasm during
यस सर.
Plan B is way lesser compared to what it was when they were
यस सर.
preparing for civil services.
यस सर.
But ideally, when they are seriously looking for a Plan B, then their Plan B has now become Plan A.
प्लान है. यस सर.
So they need to put in and they should put in the same amount of
यस सर.
time, effort,
यस
and
सर.
energy to
यस.
activate it.
यस.
Hmm. And what advice would you like to someone maybe who is just confused about whether to join the Rebounce program or not?
I think, sir, they should not have a second thought. I would say they should just talk to you, or Akshat sir reach out to you with their queries. And even before joining the cohort, I reached out to you and with my queries. So they should certainly consider Rebounce if they are thinking about a plan B.
Hmm. All right. It's interesting. And finally, to wrap up, if you would have not joined Rebounce, then how things would have been?
I think the direction that I got from Rebounce from you, Akshat sir, I would not have received that direction, that guidance, sir. I think I would look for any career opportunities that हाँ job लेनी है, करना है. I think
Right direction is very important. So
yes,
once you have
right
that right
direction
anchor,
also,
right
that
direction.
and that the intent that because joining I-PAC, I was really excited that I would be joining one of the biggest political the consulting firms. So वो खुशी नहीं आती सर, if I had not joined Rebounce, that हाँ enthusiasm नहीं आता है, हाँ मैं join कर रहा हूँ,
Hmm.
so वो excitement नहीं होती सर.
Right. So, initially, Mrinmay, you must be having some perception of political consulting. And
Yes
you, I
sir.
think, find both are public policy, applied public
CN
policy, as well as the
policy.
political consulting lab program.
Yes sir.
Right? You can target both type of roles, public policy as well as political.
Yes sir.
So at that time, what was your perception regarding political consulting? And now, when you are already working in this field, how is it different from what you initially thought?
सर इनिशियली तो यही लगता था कि एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी होती है और इलेक्शन खेलते हैं, जो ऊपर ऊपर का देखते हैं कि हाँ एक बड़ा स्लोगन लेके आ गए, बड़ी सभा लगा दी, रैलियां कर रहे हैं. बट व्हेन आई एम नाउ वर्किंग एज ए पॉलिटिकल कंसल्टेंट, you get to know the nitty gritties, मतलब back end में क्या हो रहा है, how people are planning, how you are coordinating with the party cadre, how you are coordinating with the top leaders, are they considering your suggestions, yeah, how you are coordinating with your team. And वो perception change हो गया, like they are कैसे एक political consulting काम करती है, पहले मुझे वो नहीं पता था. Well, everyone has heard about Prashant Kishore, how he consults every other political party. मत हमने वो सक्सेस देखा है कि हाँ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जीत गई है, स्टेट इलेक्शन जीत गई है, मगर वो बैक एंड वाला प्रोसेस नहीं देखा है. सो वही है सर कि मुझे वो पूरा जीरो से लेके उस कैंपेन तक का एक प्रोसेस देखने को मिल रहा है.
Hmm.
यस सर.
And initially, when you were upskilling as part of our applied public policy and political consulting lab program, how did that upskilling help you in cracking this overall selection process and understanding this whole thing?
Sir, I think the upskilling helps in polishing it polished my knowledge, sir. Like how should I use my knowledge during the interviews. मैं एग्जांपल ही देता हूँ सर. कैंपेन टू डोर कैंपेन मुझे एक डिजाइन करना था. So the interviewer asked me that there is a 3 lakh population assembly, and within 10 days, if you want to reach out to each of the voters, how you're going to do it. So you yourself took 3 guess estimate sessions in this cohort. So I was like, because we practice so many guess estimates, like फटाफट आंसर्स आ रहे थे कि हाँ पता था कि स्कूपिंग क्वेश्चन क्या होगा, कि कौन सा पैरामीटर्स देखना है, कितना लाइक द टोल बूथ गैस एस्टिमेट दैट यू टुक, लाइक वो टाइम फैक्टर देखना है, तो डोर टू डोर में मैंने टाइम फैक्टर वाला चीज लिया था कि एक घर में अगर 4 लोग हो तो टाइम, अगर 2 लोग जाए वॉलंटियर्स 8 मिनट करके लगाएं, 8 घंटा करना है उनको काम, तो कितना फास्ट करना पड़ेगा। तो दैट हेल्प मी सर, लाइक इफ आई वाज नॉट अपस्किलिंग एट रिबाउंस, तो वो गैस एस्टिमेट में कभी सॉल्व नहीं कर पाता सर।
Right. Okay.
यस,
So, right, guesstimates, case interviews, all these things
रिव्यूज,
which are
यस सर,
directly
यस सर,
relevant.
यस सर, दे आर डायरेक्टली रेलिवेंट सर।
Hmm. All right. So that makes sense. So thanks a lot for sharing this for our audience,
थैंक यू
Mrinmay.
सर, थैंक यू
Just
सर।
as we wrap up, is there any advice, anything which you would like to provide to our audience who are just maybe sitting on an edge thinking about a plan B or already have started working towards plan B too? Any domain. Any advice for them?
Well, preparing for UPSC is already a transformative decision that we take in our lives. So if you are thinking about a plan B, so know your why, because you are leaving is a very massive goal that you had set in our lives, and we are transitioning to something else. So know your why do you want to do it, and with that same intent and same energy, bas lag jao. That's all I would say.
Right. Thanks a lot, Mrinmay,
Thank you,
for
sir.
sharing this. And I'm sure it will benefit a lot of candidates who will watch this video. I'm sure it will provide more clarity, more confidence, more enthusiasm, and your words of wisdom will act as a beacon of hope for those
Yes, sir.
candidates. In case they have any doubts, any queries, can we provide your LinkedIn profile link in the
Y-
description of this video and they can directly reach out to you on LinkedIn?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Happy to help, sir.
Thanks a lot, Mrinmay,
Thank you, sir.
for
Thank
taking
you, sir.
out your time and for having this session.